Hello everyone and welcome to Scrap to Piece. My name is Lydia, also known as Illustrata, and by the time this video comes out it will be December, so we are very close to that, and of course we're now entering Christmas season, which is exciting. Trying to dig myself back into a creative workflow because my creativity has been struggling a little bit, especially like post-wedding and everything. So one thing I've been seeing around social media are trying to be more mindful when it comes to like Christmas decorations, and last year I mainly just did like a Christmas setup, but I want to make some Christmas decorations that I can reuse year to year. People have started making their own garlands, kind of like the ones we used to make when we were kids out of paper. So I have two forms of garlands, and one of them is like the chain link garlands. I have three different kinds of ribbon to use. One of them is this light teal, then I have this candy printed one, and these ones I used this ribbon for my wedding boots that I wore. Like, not sure exactly what I could use them for, but then I saw this idea come across, and so I was like, I can use this ribbon. Sorry you can hear the loud rumbling, that's our AC and heating unit. So other idea I saw last year, but I never got around to doing it, was taking egg cartons, where you cut out this pointy bit and then you can make them into mushroom garlands. So this one's for my mom. Thanks, Mom. And I also got these other egg cartons. So I don't plan for the mushrooms to just be the mushrooms. I also have green felt that I want to use to make little holly leaves, and then I have a bunch of red beads for a very different project that I can use as little holly berries. So hopefully this all works. I've been trying to figure out why my lighting in my videos kind of went sideways, so that's kind of frustrating, but whatever. So we'll see. Anywho, let's start cutting out some ribbons and then starting to glue them into a chain. So this is the length of each of the ribbons. So this is about 8.5 inches. So this is the ribbon. Here's better footage of the teal. And then look how iridescent this is. So pretty. I don't know genuinely how much I'm going to be needing of all of these, but whatever. So I'm one of those people who does not start setting up for Christmas after Halloween. And no shade to you if you do. I'm slightly judging. But now that it's here, Christmas playlist, which I'm listening to now. Okay, this is gonna take a while. I'm just gonna cut two. Genuinely, I don't know if this is enough of this one in particular. I don't think it is, but I still have a lot left of this ribbon, so I'm just going to set this to the side so I can just at least start. I used up the whole round of this one and this one. So alright, let's try this. Oh, that's a lot. Problem is, since it's a mesh, I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh no. that looks really, I don't know. Yeah, could look worse, I guess. Yeah, that could look way worse. Okay, okay. That's much better. Okay. Oh, that would be cool if I can try and line them up. Hey, still looks kind of gross, but whatever. Wanted to show you the progress. It's looking good, and surprisingly, the chopstick method is helping, but honestly, just holding it together is causing less glue showing. So, I also ended up redoing the first chain, and just cut it off and then cut off the trim and then just re-glued it. Honestly, with how this glue kind of is showing up, kind of wonder maybe I should take like some paint and then paint them over. But also, anyone else just rewatch the same videos over and over again? Shout out to Ragmop and Goose. Thank you. Honestly, out of all of the colors, this one is the worst one because it's clear. Is an end in sight. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever. But it's nice. It means I get to focus on one singular project at one time and just try and get my creativity back. The nice part about this garland, could use it just for Christmas if I wanted to, but honestly I could probably use it for birthdays since it has like the kind of pattern or whatever. But I'll be able to find ways to make use out of this. I probably won't leave it up all year as much as I would probably want to, but it's still really pretty. I quite like it. This is all of it. Oh my gosh. I think I worked on these. When did I start these? Hold on. It took me 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours to do, but I'm happy with it. So tomorrow we'll set it up and then more than likely start on the other garlands. So hello, it is now the next day in our little living space. We got a bunch of cleaning done. Well, I say we, I mean my husband. My husband ended up vacuuming the whole area and did like dishes and everything. The house looks great and it's helped me get a bit more mentally clear. No, how do I say that? It's helped my mind clear a bit with trying to be creative and stuff like that. Just got back from church not too long ago, so we ended up getting snow last night, which is the first snow of this winter, and there really isn't that much left. But the garland is done and ready to be hung up, and then we went into the garage and our little storage area and brought up our Christmas tree, Christmas decorations, and then my baubles. Excited to bring out mistletoe again. Not sure where I'm hanging it up, but yeah. So my goal is to just stick the tree like right in this corner because it's kind of the best corner that we got. So who knows? We might end up still going to get like a real Christmas tree, but I'm honestly not super sure about that, but we shall see, because we won't even be in town for, in the kitchen. We won't even be in town for actual Christmas because since most of my family is married and I have 6 siblings, we end up having Christmas like the week before actual Christmas, and then for the rest of the family that's going out elsewhere, then they can go wherever they want. So we actually leave for Texas on the 23rd. No, we're not moving to Texas. They're just going there because that's where my husband's family lives. But at least we can get festive for the season. Yesterday while I was making the garland, I was trying to listen to like Christmas music and trying to get into the season a little bit, because just trying to bring whimsy and the Christmas season back. No, I don't start setting up for Christmas early because I like doing that after Thanksgiving happens. Trying to get into the Christmas season has just been a little bit difficult, so I'm just trying to like dig my way into it. So my husband went to go get some food, so he'll be back in a bit and then we can start setting up. Okay, I've gotten some tidbits around put up, like got the tree set up with little mini decor, then put some stuff up there, and I have a glass ornament hanging right there. Also put those up in the kitchen. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit to put up ornaments for when Craig is available. I'm gonna start putting this garland up. I'm thinking of like between there and over. Hopefully, we'll see. Alright, I've got green felt and figure out how I'm gonna marker these out. What? No, 10 won't show up. Okay, my Prismacolor white pencil shows up. I'm actually gonna try and pattern out one first. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. Okay, looking it up, it's actually this shape, not that. I think I might need to make this bigger. Okay. This is the first one I made. So this is a lot better, so. Okay, this is one sheet of them, so I'm going to actually hot glue them together and then cut them out that way. So now that these are all glued together, I'm kind of tempted to start painting them first and then cut them out. Because yeah, then they're all on one sheet. I don't like that green. It looks like muddy green. I don't like it. Sure enough, I ended up making a wash with an actual holly leaf colored paint and the dark one. So far it's not looking too bad, so. So looking at references, they actually don't have the inner bits for like DIYs. It's just a line down the center. Yeah, whatever. That's better. Alright, that is one sheet done. Admittedly, I like these a lot better than I do these, by far. But they all look good, so now I get to cut them out. Might make another set, who knows. Oh my gosh. But I'm gonna save this paint for nature. Yeah, I've been staring at this thing for so long that my vision started turning pink, so I definitely need new scissors. I'm just gonna bulk cut them out and then detail cut later. A lot of leaves. So across the two, I have a bunch of red beads. I'm gonna try and get the bigger ones out. Chose these ones for the holly berries. So alright, not too terrible. They look pretty cute. Really kitschy, but very cute. Conveniently, I ended up having the exact amount of beads to holly berries, so they're all turning out so cute. Don't know if I'm going to be able to make a garland, maybe like a wreath or something like that, but we'll see. So as fun as that was, making these, I really don't want to make any more of these. I kind of like the garland last night. I spent way too long working on these, and the scissors were starting to make my hands cramp, and unfortunately I don't have any more of these kinds of beads. When I'm out and about, I might look for more, or I don't know how I'm gonna hang these. Or I might just make these into cute ornaments for my in-laws, or do something. I don't know. I am also not about to film myself cutting out the little pointy bits. So, 3, 2, 1. I just need to go in with the scissor and clean up the edges a little bit. Probably not going to get to painting them tonight because I'm kind of crafted out a bit, so I'm going to at least trim them to little caps. Cookies. So, these are so many of them. Let's do another jump cut. So, these look kind of questionable, but we're gonna fix that. Little tiny red caps, so yeah, I don't think I need to do a second coat because I'm already this far. So I'm gonna start with this color that's kind of more pinkish, and then once that's dry, start building up the red and the gradient. I found that stacking them helps a lot. They're so cute. Granted, this color really looks like blood. So, gradient time. A lot of this is also just me figuring out what to put these mushrooms on so they don't fall off. So I'm using this lighter red to make a bit more of a gradient so it stands out a bit more in comparison to the dark red. You can see a slight gradient. Okay, now I've added a kind of orange gradient. It doesn't look great, but that's something. Now to let these dry, and then I'm gonna start adding dots. So cute. The nice part about the little mushroom spots is that they don't have to be perfect. Technically, looking at my references, the gradient is the opposite direction, so whatever. I also grabbed a bunch of Q-tips so I can use them for the stems, so they can stick in. Like that. Alright, this is going to take a while, so let's fast forward. So that going to the end, just something like that. Ta-da! Cute. I'm not gonna mess with it, but it's so cute. But also remember, this is a garland, so some of them have holes in the top, some of them do not, so I'm just gonna do the same thing by just adding like a little loop of ribbon, or I don't even know exactly how I'm going to attach these to the garland, but here we go. So the little mushrooms are done. They're actually really cute. This is the first time you're seeing my updated haircut because now I've got sides cleared up and more spiky up top. So the next part is actually making this into a garland, which I have string for. Sorry, I'm really tired all of a sudden. Almost like I haven't been getting enough sleep each night, which, what is that? Not the case. Okay, so the goal for this is to have it about 8 inches distance between the two mushrooms. So I'll have a little bit of slack here, so essentially measure it, glue one, glue the next, line it up, glue one, glue the next. This should be foolproof, I hope. I hope to God it will be, but we'll see. Then I also did go in and mark 2 little marks on my desk so I know the distance. Because if it ends up being more than that, that's honestly not too much of a problem. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, what is your favorite thing to make or decoration that you have, either from your childhood or fun tradition that you have? Leave it down in the comment section below. And that's the last one. Now, to attempt to hang this up somewhere in my living area. So the garland did work. However, I didn't use enough hot glue for some of the mushrooms, so they fell off right when we were hanging it up. And of course, since I just used regular string, they immediately got extremely tangled, which is part of the reason why some of them fell off. So I'm heating up my hot glue gun again so I can start gluing some back on, because they're currently hanging up, but it shouldn't be too hard to just glue them back on, so. All right, so we are now past my family's early Christmas, which was the 20th and the 21st, because I got a big family, and so since most of us are married, we have to do Christmas early. I think I explained that in the video already, but we just had that yesterday and the day before. A ton of fun. We had a really fun game and exchange. Yeah, so here's, so I love the decorations that I made, and then you can also see the garland that I made as well. That was a ton of fun. And then I really enjoyed decorating the house for Christmas because it just feels like cozy and kitschy and it's just fun. And then we leave tomorrow for Texas for actual Christmas. Christmas Eve is in 2 days, so we leave tomorrow morning for Texas and then we get back next Monday. And I hope to have this video up by Christmas, if not a few days after. Fingers crossed. Because that video and then like my compilation are the ones that I need to get done by the end of this year. So I'm actually going to be taking my laptop to Texas to work on these, because we'll have a bunch of downtime, so it'll be fine. One thing that I did have fun making for Christmas is these clove oranges. It's one of my favorite things to do around Christmas, and I just haven't been able to do it in a very long time. And then while I was doing that, my mom and Tabitha were both making cranberry popcorn garlands, which is also one of my favorite traditions. So it's been really fun just doing a lot of like Christmas related stuff that I grew up doing, and so now doing this as an adult for like the first time in a very long time, it'll be great. I am gonna have to figure out a different way to hang these, because even though I used Gorilla Glue hot glue, they popped off really easily, which, I mean, granted, I didn't use a ton of hot glue to secure them, but whatever. I'll also probably have to figure out some other way to hang them, because it's just like regular twine or regular rope, so I want to find something better to put them on. But yeah, I hope you all had fun watching this. Maybe this inspired you to make some Christmas decorations, or just have a cozy video to watch this holiday season. So here's to 2026. Hopefully I'll be able to make more content, more videos, and more projects, because I want to. And I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a very happy holidays and a Happy New Year. Hope you all have an artsy lovely day, and I'll see you next year. Bye!